Hi there, my name is Tristan O'Connor and I'm a digital sales specialist here at ClearTouch Interactive. Today we're going to be talking about our Snowflake software designed by NUITEQ. So Snowflake is built around the idea of the universal design for learning. And when you look at this, there are a ton of different tools built in to really aid that. Now we're going to talk about a few of these today, but just noticing on the home screen here, we've got YouTube, lesson activities, Google Docs, the Canvas whiteboard, and zones. And if I were to scroll through, you'll see I have some STEM activities for different brain breaks, or just some interactive activities in general, maybe some bookmarks that I use throughout the classroom, as this is all completely customizable, along with some favorited lesson activities. So we're going to focus on a couple of the tools here on this main toolbar, specifically zones. In this case, we're able to actually break the screen into multiple spaces to increase student engagement. So I can open up, for example, a Canvas whiteboard and maybe some lesson activities, and maybe I have an interactive slide from my Google Drive. So I'll be able to access all of those. Now, in preparation for my upcoming class, I can even save this as a zone that I can pull back up by tapping the Save Your Current Layout. It will actually save it right here, and I'll be able to recall that when I open this back up. Now, you'll notice here in the Google Docs, as it's labeled, which is actually Google Drive, I'm able to access all of my documents, my sheets, my slides. I can open them up and run them as if I were on my desktop or my personal device. I'm going to leave full screen here just to give you an idea of what that can look like for you. Now there's a couple of other tools built in that we're actually really proud of. For example, I also have access to the lesson activities, which is going to be this one right here. And I've opened it up on this side, so let's zoom in. Lesson activities is a community of existing content. So some of this is created by users all around the world, and you can sort by what's most played, or the age group, or even the subject, even the lesson activity game type, and by standard, as you see here. Now, one of the best ways to search is by the NUITEQ content team. So the NUITEQ content team is a group of curriculum designers and developers who are creating content through K through 12, English, math, science standards, national standards, as well as state level standards. And they also have created these activities that can align with UDL and a rubric for depth of knowledge and standards. So if I were to open up some of these, you'll see that there are a couple of different pieces to it. For example, when I open this one, it's going to give me a breakdown of what this activity is about, as well as all of the standards that it meets. And when I hit play, it's going to load for just a second here. In the top, you'll see that I have the information button. So I've got a video that's tied directly to the standard to break down exactly what this is about. And if I go down here, I actually also have my lesson plan, my instructional video, and even the lesson plan PDF, which we're going to open up right now. So the lesson plan PDF is equipped with all kinds of information. For example, the objective, prior knowledge that students should have already before opening this, and the new information that's going to be gone over. There's a breakdown of how to play and work in the activity, not only in individual and independent practice, but in the whole group instruction. There's even a breakdown for differentiation. For example, if you're scaffolding or you're working with students who are accelerated. There's a breakdown of content vocabulary, as well as the materials you may need and that are included, plus some follow-up activities, as well as often worksheets and or other media that's related to this content. It's important to note that all of the lesson activities that we've discussed are also available in snow.live, which is the cloud version of this that can be accessed on nearly any device with internet access. Students and teachers alike will have access to the entire community in the same searchable way, and we'll touch on that in another video later on.